Let's start strong with what you probably hate to hear. If money stops flowing the moment you stop working, you are just over broke.
And even after hearing this, if you're still here, you are definitely not an average mediocre. You are one of the few who dares to step out, to step up, to face the truth and rise above. So let's honor that in saying all this and grow strong and succeed and rise together. Hey, stay tuned because we are so excited in our
19th episode.
219th episode in sharing this 5 topmost reasons why you can't stop working and trapped in the same loop over and over, how much ever you're trying to create and escape, and why you can't retire early. And if you have a pen and paper, make notes because what we're going to share with you, we're going to drop to you, is going to be a big insight and wisdom. So before sharing that, look around. Most people grind for 40 to 60 hours a week, decade after decade. In saying that, we were there too, right?
Yeah, we were there for 23 years in a.
First of all, who we are to talk about all this. Maddie and Sudha. We were how many years? 23 years.
23 years worked in healthcare as a physiotherapist.
And I was working for 60 hours a week until 4 years before, and she was working 50 hours a week non-stop continuously. We have sacrificed so much of our personal time, family time, missed many family moments. We sent our kids to the preschool care, not just daycare, preschool care, school, after school care. We felt like more than us, they grown up, our 2 kids grown up with the instructors.
Yes, definitely that's true.
So, and we also felt like a single parent most of the time. Yeah. So from there, we are going to share with you this because most of them keep repeating this. They hope for the retirement. They will bring the freedom. But the truth is, they can't stop working. Why? Because they are trapped in that. Why? Because the system wasn't designed to make you to escape. The system was to keep you there through the mortgage chain, through the paycheck to paycheck survival or time tied income traps, whether you're doing a small business or self employment. So, in that case, you don't own your time, rather, you are selling it. Is it resonating now? What we are sharing? Yeah. So
let's go to the 5
yes,
reasons.
yeah.
Let's go to the 5 main
Make
reasons
notes.
why you can't stop working and also why you can't retire early.
And in saying all this, we are not just saying as a theoretical aspect because we applied that personally and evident. We felt it, experienced it in transforming from where we were before to where we are now, living the life every single day. So stay tuned. Yeah, go ahead.
You're not hearing from anyone, anyone who
read. It's just preaching.
Yeah, or I read something and then coming to
Nah.
No, we've been in that path.
And escape that.
Yeah, and he retired himself, and not only that,
In
also
10
retired.
months.
Yeah,
How many months?
in 10 months.
In 10
and
months.
Also retired me. And then we've been able to travel for the past 2 years plus. Okay, so you are hearing from the people who are
achieved.
who've been in the path. So we very well
who escaped.
We very well know what you're going through.
There you go. Let's start it. Start it.
So the 5 main reasons, first and foremost, is really the important, which you always hear about it.
And one more thing, if you are really truly determined to transform from where you are to where you want to be to retire early, that comes from 80% of what we're going to share with the first one. The number one is the 80%. So what is that?
Mindset and your beliefs.
Wow.
Okay, when I say beliefs,
it's not your skill set first. Yeah.
It's not only when I say belief is what you what you believe in. Also the belief which are limited. Most of your beliefs are limited.
And the mindset which they have injected into you through the media, through the news, by means of that, they injected the fear, scarcity, the skepticism. And they made you to believe time is money. And they made you to hard-earned money. And you must save money. You must protect money. But never mention that you must protect your time, as how the 3% are becoming wealthy by protecting their time. And you believe that what the media, what the news is saying, and with the societal distractions, and you settle small because of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So limited beliefs around money and always saying that it's not enough, it's expensive, hard-earned money.
I
So
can't
there's
afford it.
yeah,
So many times you're cursing yourself. I can't afford it. It's too expensive. I can't worth it. You know? Yeah.
So the beliefs around money and also the main thing is the mindset. Doubting the
Doubting
you're
the
not believing, and then you are doubting most of the things.
doubting the belief and believing the doubts.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah. So
Can you
that's
listen to
first,
that?
that's the first main reason for you why you can't stop working and you can't retire early. First and foremost, 80% of it is that.
And in saying that, fear will be there. You can't be fearless. Only thing is, are you going to make use of that fear before it uses you? Or are you going to stay dumb and damned by the fear? Is the question that you must ask yourself. So what are you going to do? If you're going to make use of the fear, type below 1. Yeah, let's go. So let's the second one.
Yeah, let's go to the number 2. So we spoke about the mindset. Next, keeping the ladder in the wrong wall.
That's a linear income model.
Okay. Always going, doing more and more, but in the wrong way. The linear income model. That's what we're going
What is
to
that?
say. The 9 to 5ers or employees or small business owners or self-employed who are tied to their time. For
The income is tied to the time.
Yeah, for their income. Yeah.
It means you must show up actively to make money. The moment you stop showing up,
no money,
your income stops. So it is nothing called as time-tied income. That's not wealth. That's not wealth. That's nothing but slavery. That's why you can't retire early. That's the main reason. There's one other reason which is going to come up. Stay tuned for that. The time-tied income trap, by means of believing with the limiting belief, time is money. You must work hard for money. That is what has been injected into you, and you keep on relying on the linear income model. That's one of the reason actually. Yeah. So the third one.
Yeah. In simple words, we say you sell your hours for money. That's the linear income model.
Yeah. And you say, "Oh, I'm not a seller. I don't want to do the blah 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 blah." But you are even selling your time for money.
Let's go to number 3.
Number 3.
Settling for small. This is closely connected to number 1, beliefs. Okay, this is what I can afford. This is what I am here for. Not believing the worth. And always
believing
budgeting.
Self-worth.
Yeah, always budgeting. You don't think of expanding, but whatever you have, you try to hold the money and budget. And always settling for the 2 days. Saturday, Sunday, only weekend. So you think you are worth only for the 2 days of life and working or giving all the rest of the 5 days for your work or your job. So you also
you call that mediocrity. You call that average life is this is what is practical life. This is what is the reality. This is what everyone is doing, and you keep accepting that. First of all, budgeting. You're not born here to budget. That has been injected into you. And every time you do, you bury your birthright of abundance, affluence, freedom, prosperity, and happiness. So this is a time to ask yourself to step out, evolve, to step up and rise. So do not settle for small, because you are not here. You are here to think big, act big, and dream big, and achieve big. So let's go to the 4th one.
Yeah, this is apart from you. You are letting others, I will say who are the others, okay? You are letting others to dictate your worth.
With a golden cuff.
Architects of golden cuff. They are the ones whom you giving you or let them dictate your worth.
Who are the architects?
Banks, advisors,
agents, brokers.
Yeah, whoever who can say that this is the money you can.
Serviceable in the name of borrowing power, in the name of serviceability, in the name of credit scoring, in the name of equity. Whatever the fancy name they are bringing in, you are giving them the rights to cuff you with a golden cuff. So they are the architects of golden cuff, and you keep listening to them.
This is what you're worth. They say this is what you are eligible. Means this is what you're worth.
Instead of you elevating your self-worth. in towards building an uncapped leverage income. Rather than that, you are letting them to dictate you because you are lack of the self-worth, and they make you to chase the net worth. That's where the net worth illusion comes here. You got this? Is it resonating to you now? Through by means of whatever the depths they're bringing in. So that goes to the last one.
This is the worst of all. We saw which is most important, the first one. This is the worst of all. Selling your future hours, not only now or
How?
past, future hours.
How?
You think building a property for portfolios will help you to build an asset and being wealthy and things. But what happens here is your future selling, your time, your future self, your life through this debt which you can't.
The point is,
come on,
building a property portfolio is not wrong. But if you're building a property portfolio while you are in the second reason, which is a time-tied income, that is where it is wrong. Any debt will not be a good debt as long as if it is backed up by the income which is tied to the time.
Yeah.
The income which is tied to the time, I mean whether you're a job or small business self-employed. And if you go and ask any of the agents or property advisors or blah, 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 or financial advice, what they say, oh, you need to increase your borrowing power. You can go for a side gig. But they don't specify to go from linear income to leveraged income. That is where the shift happens. Because one thing they don't know, the second thing, that system is not designed to make you to be free to escape out of the linear income to leverage income. So they make you to get sold for their mortgage or the debt or the equity. By means of that, you sell your future hours.
For 30, 40 years.
If you're getting a mortgage for 30 years, what do you mean? You are future selling your 30 years of your life, of your smile, of your family time, of your personal time. Come on. Where on the earth that you can escape from that then? We were there too. Yeah? So, these are all the 5 reasons that we have shared with you just before. What resonates to you? Either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 all together. If it is all, drop below all. So let's unpack furthermore the truth. So here is the truth. You can't retire early.
No.
Not because it's impossible, but because you are playing the wrong game.
Yeah. Let's ask some question. Or this is the question to ask yourself. Always ask this first. Am I protecting the money? And by the time, I'm wasting my time.
Wasting your time or selling your time.
So ask yourself, am I protecting the money but wasting my time? Am I selling my hours for survival or building assets that work for me?
Assets means not just property.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, assets means time. There are only 2 main assets that you are selling. You are selling yourself and you are selling the time. The moment you start to protect these 2 assets, rest of the assets will follow you. But if you keep selling these 2 assets, which is the time and you, to make money or to earn money, done. You can't escape. You can't retire early with whatever the way you choose as they planned. The last question that you must ask yourself is, let's talk about the legacy. What are you going to leave? Am I going to leave my family with their freedom, or am I going to leave my family with the fatigue, frustration, stress, debt? What kind of legacy that you are leaving to your family or to your generations? You must ask this. See, the point is, most people will keep settling for the weekend only life. You are not the one if you are still here. They settle for the weekend only life through by means of mortgage slavery and the net worth illusion without having a self-worth. But the few like you, the ones who rise like us, will break free. Hey, the thing is, don't die just over broke. You're not born here for that. You're born here with your birthright. Commit honestly, truly, and vulnerably and authentically to rise, to step out of that income trap, the linear income trap, the time-tied income trap, towards leverage and build legacy from there. That is where we succeed together. That is where we rise together. If you resonate to whatever we are sharing with you, and if you are truly determined to step out, to step up, irrespective of your fear, to become a generational game changer, drop below, retire early. Retire early. We are all here to live our life to the fullest every single day, not just for the weekends. We succeed together. Just bye.